What else? What else do we got? Guilds, PV. Oh yeah, the new world PvP zone, which is going to be about right here. I think it's actually this little thing. This thing. Or wait, it's like this. Or it's like a little island up here by Hellfire. But it's not called Hellfire. And it sounds really cool because the problems of Wintergrasp that were bad were you went there and it's like you queued up for it and you were like do 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 do, and then you speak with Carthog, then lure out and assassinate General Hawthorne. Let's go do that. I like ramble off in my stories. I'm sorry. So the problems with Wintergrasp were a lot of the times it was unbalanced. And it was never constant. So if you wanted to go do Wintergrasp, you're like, oh, I still gotta wait an hour. Stuff like that. Apparently, this new world PvP zone, they say, is like Old Alterac Valley, where it's constantly going. You can jump in and out. It's gonna be cross-server, cross-realm type stuff to keep the balance. So if it's 150 Horde and only 50 Alliance, it'll find people from other servers and be like, yo, now you got 150 versus 150. So it's always balanced. And I think that's really cool. In Cataclysm, they had that world PvP zone. I forgot what it was, but it was just... I didn't really like that one. It was like a big Arathi Basin world PvP zone. It was stupid. I'm excited for this one. I honestly think they know what they're doing this time. They've made 2 world PvP zones. They skipped a year. I think they got it. I think they're making a big Alterac Valley. Cross-server Alterac Valley, and I'm pumped. I'm pumped for that. Let's see, what is this? 1, 2. Oh, this guy's up here. Oh wait, 8 Triumph Vanguard slain, Battlescar flag scouted. Okay, I still need to kill these. So I'm pumped with world PvP. I feel like there's more about PvP I missed, but it's fine. It's whatever. Rating. There's like, oh yeah, the mythic rating. So now it's 20-man rating. I didn't look too much into rating because I've just done LFR like the last year. So I think my rating days are over. I just like doing LFR and kind of experiencing the content and all that. But for people who do like rating, I know your feels because I did that for years and years. It's now 20-man or flex rating. So I know flex rating's pretty popular too, because then you don't have to get a certain amount of people exactly. Where the hell's the battle scar flag? Is this it? They say there's gonna be more 5-mans because there were a lack of them. At least that's what I heard. In this expansion, at least. Yeah, we dominate the battle scar. Severed extremities. Dismember a corpse within the battle scar for easy transport. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was supposed to be doing this the whole time? Like these... Hold on. Like this one? Wow, I was supposed to be doing this the whole time. Alright, this is what you get for not paying attention. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna keep talking. That seems to be the best option for me. I'm trying to think. I know there's more. Let's see. PvP, PvE, guilds, rating of the new zone, the new lore, time travel. Apparently Garrosh is not going to be the main villain either, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's gonna be Garrosh in time traveling. And it's like, you know, I think it's the main thing is Garrosh escapes, obviously. We all knew that was gonna happen. And then he tries to do this, and I think it just kind of fails. Maybe his like father, Grommash, gets all into it, and he's just like, yo, Garrosh, what you doing, son? And he's like, I'm trying to take over stuff. And he's like, no, you're doing it wrong. And then he just kills him, and you're like, no! And then Gramash is like, whoa, and then... I like how I know a lot of these people just from Hearthstone. That's really how I know them. Or Gul'dan, he's the Warlock guy. Oh my god. Apparently Gul'dan is like a crazy douche badass at the same time. So I'm excited to see him. Let's see, what else? The Prophet Velen. He's always like some guy talked about, and I saw him in Hearthstone. And he seems like cool. He seems like the coolest Draenei. It seems like Draenei are actually going to get cool in this expansion. I'm sorry if you play Draenei, but they're not cool right now. They will get cool after this expansion because they have so much like backstory now that I won't have to read in the book. I am planning on reading the books, however, because I just want to learn stuff. Okay. This has been a super rant thing. I'm trying to make these longer too, because I'm trying to get through leveling. Let's see. I know there's more to talk about. I know there is. I mean, I can talk about the other games I played, but no, I want to keep talking about WoW. I think they said they're trying to make every level feel good. Oh yeah, it's 10 levels for an expansion. Well, the last 2 were 5. How about that? We haven't had a 10 level expansion since Wrath of the Lich King. And I think that's something not many people really thought about. Because if you think about it, you're like, okay, it's like 5 levels, blah, blah, blah. But it's like when you really think about it, the 10 level system worked so much better. And I never really thought about that. I was just kind of like, oh, it's 5 levels now. But it's like progressing through the zones and just, I mean, think about it, okay? Think about it. Hold on. Let me just kill this guy and get his guts or whatever. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Wait, is this Battle Scar Flag Scouted? Wait, I did that already. I did that already. General Hawthorne. Hawthorne's up here. What the doodles? What the doodle? Wait, I did this already. I scouted. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, let's go up here. When you think about it, let's look at Northrend. Northrend. So you start at Howling Fjord or the boring tundra. You have an option. You know, you can start here or here. Then you go to Grizzly Hills, or you can go do the other zone, right? Or no, you go to Dragonblight. So you go Grizzly Hills, Howling Fjord, and then you go Dragonblight. You do a couple quests there. You don't have to do all of it. And you go Grizzly Hills, right? Then you go to Zuldrak. Then you go to Sholazar. Then you go to Storm Peaks, and then you go to Icecrown. Actually, you go to either one. So there's just, by doing the 10 level system, it's like you have so much more options in your leveling. While, same way in Outlands. So you start at Hellfire, right? You don't have to do all of Hellfire, but it's good to do it. Or then you can go to Zangarmarsh. You can do some of Zangarmarsh. You don't have to do all of it. And then you go to Terakar. I always kind of skipped the Alkani Crypts because it was like, eh. Then from there you go to Nagrand, and then Nagrand to Blade's Edge, and then you can choose either Netherstorm or Shadow Moon. So there's still a lot of options, and you don't have to do all the quests, right? But when you go to Cataclysm, you get the option at the start, like, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Mount Hyjal, or do you want to go to Vazgir? By the time you're done with that, you're already 82. So it's like you're pretty much halfway to 85 already. Then you go to the Maelstrom in Deepholm. And then you go to, what's it called? Uldum, right? So then you're 83, 84. And then you got Twilight Highlands. I feel like there's one more zone too. Am I right? But it's like, there's just not a lot of option there. It's like you're forced into doing practically every quest in every zone. You really are. Unless you want to like power instance level or something. And then Pandaria. Pandaria's a little better. You got Jade Forest. So you spend a lot of time in Jade Forest. But still, you have to do Jade Forest. Then, You can do Valley of the Four Winds and Cross the Wrong Wild, which it feels almost the same for these two. It's like it's a little better. It's got some more option. Then you go to Kunlai, which it's Kunlai. It's a cool zone. It's got Lucky Dew in it. Then Town Long Steps and Dread Waste. I really just did not like either one of those. Then you go to Valley of Eternal Blossoms. It's just the 5 levels really are too few levels. The 10 level system really does work that much better. I'm happy they're going back to it. And I just never thought about it before. I spent a lot of time talking about that because it's true. So, with the new zones, I think it's just going to be a much smoother leveling experience. It's going to have more options. Oh, that's another thing they talked about. They're trying to go the route all the other MMOs are going with, like the Rift and the Guild Wars 2 and all those, where I think they said there's like literally no daily quests. Like daily quests are gone. They were too task based, like go complete your to-do list today. And it's like, oh, that's really fun. Haha. It's I just lost my train of thought. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I like looked over at my Skype and there was a message and I was like, what? A message? And then I just kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to go look at what I was talking about and then I'm going to keep talking about that. How about that? All right. It was daily quests. I knew, but I didn't know. Okay. I've also been talking for 33 minutes. That's a long time, but that's good. Okay. How do we lure this guy out? But daily quests are gone. I'm happy about that. It's going to be more like Timeless Isle. It's going to be more... Oh, here he is. It's going to be more like... more exploration based. It's going to be more... what's the word? Sporadic. That's what I like. So, you know, instead of being like, go talk to Carthog over there and complete this quest, it's like maybe you're just walking around and you're like, whoa, there's Carthog and I can talk to him. Yo, Carthog, what's happening? He's like, yo, we gotta slay this General Hawthorne. And you just feel like you're more engulfed in the world and you don't feel like you're completing tasks. You feel like you're experiencing a random story. And I think that's what Blizzard realized daily quests did compared to things like Timeless Isle and things like just sporadic questing more than to-do list questing. So I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. And you can, that's, you know, the problem again with things like Pandaria and Cataclysm is there was so much linear questing. You know, you couldn't just skip ahead and go do some quests over in the other part of the zone. You had to follow the linear path, and that destroyed exploration. It literally just destroyed exploration. I remember in old WoW, you used to be able to go around, just be like, I'm going to find some quests, and then you do all the quests, and you bring them back to the guy, and he's like, hey, you did all the quests. It's like, even though that wasn't linear, and you weren't following some crazy story, it still felt good to do that. And so, with this new WoW based questing system, even though there's no, like, linear story, and I think they like that because they wanted to show off their progression system, their phasing and all that, like, whoa, look, the world phase because you changed it now. But it's like, you know, use it, don't be like, hey, look what we got. Use it and be like, hey, you know, this really fits in with what you're trying to do. So maybe you only phase like a little bit of that zone based around the area you're questing in, instead of just changing the entire zone in a phase. And I'm happy they figured that out, and I'm really excited. I think this could be probably their best expansion yet. And they need it after the last two. Pandaria was fun. Cataclysm was I thought Pandaria was a big step up from Cataclysm, but it's like I didn't really care as much about it as I did Burning Crusade and Northrend. I cared a lot about Northrend just because I really like that environment. And now that we're going back to like pre-Outland type stuff, I care about that environment a lot again. And it's like Pandaria, I like Kunlai Summit, and a little bit of Valley of the Four Winds. That was really it. But I'm really excited for this expansion. Damn. Okay. So I had to do a little rant there on that. Slow down, friend. You say the general is coming. Now there's a trophy for my wall. Distract the bodyguards. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. They come. Everyone get ready. Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready right now. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna do it. Alright, Larry, let's do this. General Hawthorne. Blood and thunder. You probably shouldn't shout. It's gonna tell them we're coming. There we go. Yeah, take that, General Hawthorne. You're not getting to your camp. You're getting ambushed. Aha! Yeah, he's down. He's ours. The Butcher of Taraho is dead. Yeah, you're dead, you idiot. You don't kill Camp Taraho. Ugh. Take that, rewind it back. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Tarn Vengeance. You got the southern. Oh yeah, that's down here. Awesome. We're almost done with the Southern Barrens. It's a pretty cool zone, just because you get to deal with all this like war type stuff. That's really what I wanted to do, is because Cataclysm was so much changing of the old content, and nobody really got to experience a lot of it because they didn't level through it. So I think that was the biggest problem with Cataclysm, on top of a lot of other things. But you know, you make new content and then nobody can experience it, so you spend all that time making content that nobody saw. That's fun. Let's get across here. So, I mean, this is cool content. They did change a lot in this, in the old worlds, and like added some cool story and all that type of stuff. But oh well. Hindsight is 2020. 2020. 2020. I'm happy because I get to make a lot of new machinimas. I can base them off like old Outland and new Outland. I'm just, oh, there's so much potential right now. I'm gonna make this new garrison machinima like very soon, and it's gonna be amazing. Trust me. Warlord Bloodhilt, we've done stuff. Did that. Upon hearing the news, Bloodhilt snorts. His eyes gleam. He tips his head back and bellows a wet, cackling laugh that echoes between the blackened walls of Desolation Hold and reverberates throughout the hills beyond. So it is done. The Butcher of Taraho is felled at last, cut down in the streets like a dog. Fitting. You have done well, Zaran. You've sowed fear into our enemies, and soon we will reap the harvest. And we get shoulders we don't need. Woo. Alright, let's go over here. Turn this quest in. So close to leveling. So close to 38. He's so close. Oh, he's on the other side. Ugh. Alright, let's go over here and turn in this quest. Turn in this quest. We're gonna turn in this quest. Turn in this quest. We want the world to know. Slay a land quaker bull south of the battle scar and collect an enormous Kodo heart. Oh, well, that's along the way. Alright, we're almost 38. So I'm going to hit 38 here before I stop recording. I'm going to have a lot of footage. I'll probably just split this up into 2 episodes because they'll be pretty long episodes anyway. Let's see, is there anything else I didn't talk about? I'm just gonna go through some stuff. Let's see. Professions. Core build. I could talk about garrisons. So garrisons is like the player housing. You get to build a town. You get to... really, it's like the Star Wars The Old Republic system. So... you can send out, you get followers, and you can send out those followers to go do stuff for you. So say, hey follower, I really want some linen cloth, go acquire it. He'll be like, okay, and he'll go get it for you. Even when you're offline, it progresses. So it has a time limit on each thing though, so maybe it takes him 2 hours to go get a stack of linen cloth, right? But you still get the linen cloth, and you can go do something else for 2 hours, and you get it by doing, you know, nothing. It's a cool system. And you can even tell him, like, hey, go do this dungeon, and hopefully you'll get the gear I need, right? And some people might be like, oh my god, that's so overpowered. But it takes a long time. So maybe to run a dungeon, it takes like 3 days, right? So in that time, I leveled. In that time, you have 3 days to actually just go do the dungeon and get it right. But if not, you can just be like, hey, go do it, and maybe we'll get some stuff. So I think it's a really cool system. It worked really well in Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's just nobody, not a lot of people playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. So I'm happy it's in WoW. I remember seeing it in that, and I was like, wow, I wish this was in WoW, and now it is. Ugh. They gotta kill a Triumph Captain now. Fresh brain. Alright. Well, we leveled. I ranted about stuff for a long time. 40 minutes, really. But it felt good. I had to talk about all of it. We gotta go do this quest, then we can head down here. And we're gonna be done with the Southern Barrens. And we can head on over to Western Plaguelands and Eastern Plaguelands, which I might even, I don't know. I do both. Maybe I'll do one or the other. Maybe I'll look at all the things. Should I do Western and Eastern, or should I do Eastern? Should I just do Western? Should I go to should I go to bleh? You know, what should I do? Comment below. Your comments are appreciated, just like you. I appreciate you. I'm really close to the microphone right now. Aren't I, Larry? Aren't I, Larry? Yeah, a little too close if you ask me.